Find the particular solution for this DE where you can see y in the bracket equals to 2. So this means x is equals to 0, y equals to 2. Alright, so y in the bracket means the bracket here represents this is value of x, because your equations here in terms of y and x only. So y equals to 2, x equals to 0. So these questions we're using integrating factor. First step, standard form. So this standard form already rewrite in well bentuk dia dah okay. Start with dy dx, and then the term y following by term y equals to the remaining thing here is x thing. So from the standard form, we have to identify out what is our px. So our px is from our coefficient of y, from this term y, coefficient of f. Y here is tangent x. Okay, second step, I, finding integrating factor, which is dx. It will be E integrate for px dx. So we're doing the integration and the part of power here. Integrate tangent. We don't have formula integrate tangent directly. Tangent can be simplified. Sin x over cos x. Alright, simplify sin x over cos x. Oh, so this one you need your substitutions. Alright, so if I want to do substitution, I can use the special form of formula as we integrate fx, and up here is differential equation, we can get ln fx. Kalau tak nak buat substitution lah. So this is the formula that I didn't teach you before, I just show you only. So let's say in this case, the function here is cos x. When I differentiate cos x, I'm supposed to get negative sin x. I have that function, I have that pattern, just a coefficient difference, so I can multiply negative, divide by negative. So that this is fx, up here is f prime x. When we're doing integration, we can strictly use the formula, which is ln fx. So this is our special form of formula that you didn't learn before. So what did you learn? You learned substitution. So let's see substitution. Substitution, u will be cos x. U will be assumed as denominator cos x, right? Then differentiate u respect to x, differentiate cos, negative sin x. What do you need to substitute here is sin x dx. What do you need to substitute here is sin x times dx. So negative, we move to the left hand side. Sin x dx can be substituted by negative du. So for integrate that, u sin x dx du, it will be negative, integrate 1 over u. So you get ln u. Lastly, substitute ln cos x. Alright. So substitution method and formula method, they are same. So just depends on which one you're familiar. So come back to this integrating factor. We have to simplify it. As you can see, e to the power of ln, we can simplify. Move this coefficient. Move this coefficient up back to the function here. It will give you cos x power negative 1. Then e ln can be simplified. So lastly, integrating factor here is 1 over cos x. Third step, after we finding integrating factor, third step, simply, so m. Multiply this integrating factor back to the original equation here. So 1 over cos x dy dx plus 1 over cos x times tangent xy, and then 1 over cos x times cos square. As we can see, cos x times cos square, this one can be simplified. Then, next step, product form, product rule. Write out the product rule. D dx dx times y. The right hand side, after we simplify, we only have a cos x here. After that, will be step of I. Integrate both sides. Integrate respect to x. Integrate respect to x. Put in your function. Here will be cos x. For here, differential of cos x times y. Then we can simplify. Differentiation and integration can be cancelled. What we have here, cos xy equals to integrate cos x, we get sin x plus c. So lastly, we simplify to our general solution. So the y will be equals to times back this cos x, it will be cos x sin x plus c times cos x. So remember, this c times cos x, constant times function, we cannot simplify as c. Just leave it. And then for these questions, we have one more step at once. We have to find out particular solution where we need to substitute x equals to 0 and then y equals to 2 to find out this c. So cos 0 is 1, sin 0 is 0, cos 0 is 1. So this one, c will be equals to 2. So lastly, particular solution obtained.